The effects of anti-Semitism are being felt on the Jewish community here in Northeast Wisconsin. Fox 11's Brady Meyer spoke with local Jewish leaders to see how they are responding.
Even though conflicts in the Middle East are happening thousands of miles away, its impacts have extended much further.
The American Jewish community, we are scared and we are tired. But a vast majority of American Jews have an affinity, have connections to Israel. There are folks, American Jews here, who had family members who were murdered.
The Midwest Anti-Defamation League is reporting heightened levels of harassment, vandalism, and assault against the Jewish community.
Between October 7th and October 23rd, so roughly a 2-week period of this year, ADL recorded over 300 anti-Semitic acts. To compare the data, when you look at October 7th through 23rd of last year, 2022, there were just over 60.
Associate Regional Director Trent Spoelstra says those numbers account for the entire country, though they're consistent in Wisconsin. Even last year, the ADL recorded their highest levels ever of anti-Semitic crime.
Anytime there's a credible fear of terror or horror or violence, we have to do things to protect ourselves.
Which is why it's become commonplace for synagogues to ask that services be open only to members or those who make arrangements ahead of time. For local Jewish leaders like Rabbi Moishe Steigman, the next step is creating a safe emotional environment.
It's checking in with how they're feeling and how they're doing, because we know that sometimes there's a disconnect between logic and between emotion, right? And even if logically you might feel safe, emotionally you might feel scared. You might feel triggered.
Steigman says this applies to all affected by the war.
Everyone needs to find space for self-care first, because the more that I engage with someone else out of anger or resentment or fear, the less capacity I have to create relationships and building blocks for a conversation and for dialogue.
Steigman says he's thankful for partnerships with local law enforcement and FBI to make places of worship more safe. Brady Meyer, Fox 11 News.
Ray says 60% of religious-based hate crimes are targeted at Jews, despite Jews making up just more than 2% of the American public.